This is Chapter 10, entitled Congress, Discussion Number 1, Terms and Sessions of Congress. The first term we want to discuss is one of bicameral. This means that there are two different groups of people who are writing laws, and then they have to make sure that those laws are the same between the two different groups. Of course, we have the House of Representatives and we also have the Senate. Now, when we're referring to a group of congresspersons over history, we were going to refer to them as a term of Congress. And that's because, as we're going to hear a little bit later, that every member of the House of Representatives needs to be re-elected every 2 years. So after 2 years, the entire House of Representatives essentially disappears until the next one after the elections are done. So, and we've numbered these terms consecutively. Now, to help you out a little bit, the Congress that was elected in 2012 and started in 2013 is known as the 113th Congress because it's the 113th set of 2 years that Congress has been existing. Now, within a term, we also have what we refer to as a session, a year's work of Congress. Now, sessions start on January 3rd. Now, for a long time after the ratification of the Constitution, sessions or the whole government didn't really start until March. That's because in the winter time, you really did not want to travel in winter with snow and bad roads and who knows what you could come up against. However, with modern transportation, railroads, cars, airplanes, weather is not so much a factor. And later on, when we get to the 1930s, when it was deemed that government needed to get to work as soon as possible on the troubles of the Great Depression, Congress moved its start date to January 3rd. Now, houses can adjourn the session. They can say they're done for the year only if both the House and Senate both say, yep, we're done for the year. Sessions can last a whole year. Now, when ratification first came through with the Constitution in the late 1700s, the sessions would last 3, 4, maybe 5 months. And like they didn't start until March, 4 or 5 months, and then they went home to deal with the business that they were already dealing with. A lot of them ran large farms or large industrial ideas or shipping ideas, and so, they had to deal with their personal businesses. Because of that shortened session time, if there became an emergency that the president say we need Congress here, he had the authority to call a special session to deal with emergencies. A belligerent country might be threatening the United States, or there might be a financial crisis, or there might be an opportunity that Congress needs to take advantage of. President could have that authority to call an emergency session and say, okay, everyone come back. However, since Congress pretty much starts January 3rd and goes till Christmas now, this authority to call a special session is kind of superfluous. Now, Congress can call a recess. We're going to take a break. The House can call a recess. The Senate can call a recess. They don't have to work together on it. But when they call a recess, it just says, we're taking a break. We're going to come back and continue this year's work. A lot of times you'll hear of the summer recess, or you'll hear, the fall recess. A lot of times there's going to be a recess that month before elections, mainly because all the members of the House of Representatives and a lot of the senators are going back to their home states saying, elect me, re-elect me. And so instead of being stuck in the House, stuck in Washington, they'll go back and campaign. But the recess allows them to stop a session for a time, but they're going to come back and finish it. This concludes discussion number 1, Terms and Sessions of Congress. It is part of the Chapter 10, Congress.